When you get out of a toxic relationship, healing is non-negotiable. See, the person is out of your life when you leave, but if you don't heal yourself, they will never leave your mind. You will unconsciously carry on the same patterns and behaviors from that relationship. You will carry the mindset. You will overthink every text. You will say sorry even when it's not your fault. You won't be able to trust when someone is being genuinely nice to you. Why? Because your nervous system is still in survival mode, and without healing, you end up doing two things. You attract similar people again, and worse, you start treating yourself the same way they treated you. That's why healing is non-negotiable. And here are the 4 steps to actually heal from a toxic relationship. Hi, I'm Gayatri Arvind, founder of Abasa Rehab and Wellness. We offer residential rehabilitation for people who are struggling with addiction, mental health disorders, eating disorders, and chronic conditions. Over the past 6 years, we have helped over thousands of people reclaim their lives through personalized care. Through this channel, we share practical wisdom to empower your mental health. Step 1. Toxic relationships are like addiction. And I don't mean that as a metaphor. Your brain actually gets hooked to the emotional roller coaster they created. One day they love you, the next day they ignore you, then suddenly they act like they can't even live without you. This kind of hot and cold behavior triggers something called intermittent reinforcement. What does that mean? It means your brain gets confused. It doesn't know what to expect, so it stays on high alert, always looking for the next high you get. It spikes your dopamine, the chemical that makes you chase things and feel good. So even if it's painful, your brain will start chasing that drama, that pattern, just like with gambling or scrolling or junk food. So what happens when you finally leave? Your brain doesn't know what to do with all the silence. It craves that drama. So it will make you check their Instagram, stalk their stories, send a just checking in message. You start remembering only the good times, but forget the panic attacks, the blame games, the loneliness you felt with them. That's why step 1 is zero contact. No text, no stalking, no closure talk, no just one message. Because every time you go back, even just online, you're giving your brain one more high, and it's like feeding the addiction again. So if you really want to heal, cut contact. You need a detox. See, cutting contact is not being rude or cold. You're not rejecting them. You are choosing you. Step 2. After leaving a toxic relationship, you will feel a storm inside. One moment you are angry, the next you are crying, and then suddenly you feel nothing, just empty. And this roller coaster of emotions can be scary. And the truth to be told, you will start missing them. And you will wonder, why am I missing someone who hurt me? But that's the thing. Just because it was toxic doesn't mean they weren't real emotions. You felt things, you gave love, you hoped it would get better. So of course it hurts. That's normal. What you have to remember is, missing them doesn't mean you should go back. Missing someone is just a sign that you are human, not a reason to reopen the same wound. And that's why this step is so important. Feel everything without guilt. Let the tears come. Write down your thoughts. Talk to someone you trust. Express how you feel instead of bottling it up. But while you feel it, don't feed it. Don't stalk their profile. Don't replay the what ifs. Feel the sadness, but don't let it convince you to return to them. This is the part where healing actually begins, when you let the emotions pass through you instead of feeding them. Step 3. Toxic relationships don't just hurt you, they slowly erase you. You stop doing what you love. You begin to doubt yourself constantly, and over time, you lose touch with who you are. And that's why it's very important to reconnect with you through actions. I'm not talking about changing your life upside down overnight. It will not happen. Start small. Pick one thing you used to enjoy or something you always wanted to try. Maybe it's painting, maybe it's writing, maybe it's learning something new, or maybe you get yourself a new job. Don't overthink it. Just pick one thing that feels like yours, that you really need, and stick with it. Why does this matter? Because every time you do something just for you, you rebuild a tiny part of the identity that the toxic relationship tried to take away. You will slowly begin to remember your worth, and with every step, you'll feel a little stronger and a little more you. Step 4. This is the most important one, and this is where most people go wrong. After a breakup, especially from something toxic, it's tempting to think that I'll show them that I'm better off, I'll prove my worth, or I'll become successful, they'll regret losing me. We all feel that. It's natural. But the problem is, when your healing becomes about them, you're still trapped in the same loop. They still control your thoughts. You're just chasing approval in a different way. That's not healing. Healing means you grow for you, not to post it online, not to make them jealous, not to prove your worth to anyone. You grow because you want peace, because you want to wake up one day and not think about them at all, because you want to be free and happy. Healing is not about showing off. It's when you quietly realize you don't care what they think anymore. You're finally building a life where you matter the most, and you deserve to build such a life.